Hey folks, how we doing today? Hope everybody is doing well. Kick my shoes off a little bit, get a little comfortable here. Make sure everything is squared up on my end and we will get this stream underway. Alrighty, I think I've got it all set up here. There we go. I can see the chat. Perfect. Alrighty, how is everybody today? I am doing rather interestingly right now. Hopefully I can do the stream okay today. I woke up early this morning with some horrible heartburn, acid reflux going on, and I haven't had that in several years, and that was rather interesting. And I have a feeling that my dinner last night might have been slightly tainted. But as most of you have probably noticed, we're streaming on a Friday. I normally try and stream like Monday or Tuesday. As a matter of fact, I hadn't even streamed since last. I think it was last Tuesday I streamed, but my schedule ended up being extremely hectic. This last week and end of last week. For this week and the end of last week, and it really kind of messed up my streaming schedule and everything. You know, real life gets in the way sometimes. But here we are on Friday morning, streaming some medieval Dynasty. I was going through and assigning my builder's hut some buildings to repair because I have quite a few of them that need some attention. Even my own house right there is needing some attention. It looks like I might have taken a little bit of mortar fire in my house. There's nice holes in my house. But anyway, I was setting up the builder for that. I've also noticed that my wife has a quest for me this season. Where's she at? Back here sitting at the table. She likes to come out here and sit at the table in the mornings now that I've put this table up. So let's see what she has for us. Let's see here. How is my beautiful wife doing? Her affection has dropped. I might have to give her a present. Let's see. I was just thinking about you, actually. Oh, you were. And why is that? Well, it's been a while since we had a special evening just to ourselves. It has. Say no more. I'm free right now. We're definitely going to go with number one. Hold your horses, lover. I made some arrangements to put us in the right mood. Ooh. I ordered a fine wine for us. It should be ready for pickup in Gustovia. Would you be so kind and collect it? It's already been paid for. On my way. Melody, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Dizzy, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. You made it. Good job. Yeah, free air conditioning, right? I kind of have that going on right now. I've actually got the windows open. I actually had to put my jacket on. It's still a little bit chilly and the breeze coming through the house. But I didn't want to close the windows because it is a beautiful day. The sun is out. And the wind is, just a really light breeze, but coming through the house, it's a little bit chilly, so I had to put my jacket on this morning. But it's supposed to get up, I think it's supposed to get up into the 70s today, Fahrenheit. So it's going to be another nice day. We've actually had some really nice days this last week. Let's see, we are supposed to be going to Gustovia. But as I was mentioning earlier, I've had an interesting morning with, the stomach issues and stuff. So I've been a little busy in the facilities more than normal this morning. So if I have to disappear unexpectedly, don't worry, I will return. But hopefully everything is just taken care of. Alrighty, let's call Haas and head off to Gustovia. Come on, buddy. Yes. Corey, good to see you. Made it for the 3rd time in a row. Should be an achievement for that. Cora, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. You get in your NAS fix. There we go. Starting to have withdrawals. I know, right? Melody, I appreciate that. I mean, I feel fine. It's just for whatever reason, my stomach is not in the right place this morning. So I'm gonna fill it full of coffee and take it in strides. But I appreciate that. Lala's good to see you. So excited that I made a live stream. Good, glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Alright, so we are going up here to pick up, we're going to pick up, wait a minute, we're supposed to be getting wine, but we're picking up the wine from the kitchen lady and not the bartender? Okay. That's interesting. Hello there. How can I be of service? Hi, I am here to collect the wine my wife has ordered. Oh, right. The lady with the deadpan face, correct? That does not sound good. That seems like the proper description of her, yes? I have it here. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Many couples order it for special occasions. It's said to be an aphrodisiac. I see. Okay. What does that mean? It means you'll never forget the night you're about to have. Okie dokie. Should I be worried? The dirty deed. Alrighty. Haas, we got to go back and deliver this to Mom here. Baby, good to see you. Glad you made it. Corey, I just did this quest in my last time playing. Oh, okay, good. Okay, I'm fixing to try and pronounce your name, and I might butcher it. I fiddle fails. If that's right, that's awesome. Good Friday morning. Good Friday morning to you as well. If I pronounce that wrong, I apologize. Violet's for you. Hello. Glad you made it. All right, let's head back and deliver the wine to my wife. Fails? Okay, I can call you Fails. That's easy. Which is rather fitting because I fail a lot of times at pronouncing names. Especially if you've ever watched any of my Medieval Dynasty videos to where I say the people's names. I butcher all of them. Oh, there she was, right there. She's on her way to work. Here, honey. You gonna carry this wine to work with you today? Bernadetta. Here you are. I'm back, darling. Are you ready to have your world rocked? right here in the middle of the road. There's been a change of plans. Oh, come on. Let's see. When you're gone, a friend of mine stopped by. Let's see. When you were gone, a friend of mine stopped by and told me about a situation in Baranica. Baranica. Supposedly a woman from outside the valley came there and made some commotion. I didn't know the whole story, but the villagers are calling her a liar and a crook. Uh-oh. She's going to be hung at the stake. Let's see. And what does it have to do with us, right? You got me all fired up, hon. Let's see. I remember how hard it was for me coming here at first. I didn't know anybody. I felt judged and alone. You need to go there and see if she needs any help. But honey, I have the wine. We're here. I'm sure she'll be fine. Isn't that the truth? She will, because she will have the best man I know helping her, which will make me very happy. And you know that I can be extremely generous in paying back. Oh, whoa. Okay. I'll be back in a jiff. Okie dokie. We got to go take care of this now. Got to make Mama happy. Oh, Corey. Oh, his name is If It All Fails. Okay, well. Like I said, I'm horrible at names. But I can see it now. I have to tell you, with my eyesight, it is hard for me to read the names, just in general. And it looks to me like there's a lot of I's and L's in that, so it was hard for me to actually read it because of the size of the text that I'm looking at. But I appreciate you breaking that down for me. Clint, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. I appreciate you joining us today. Just bought this game on Xbox and watching your tips. Thank you so much. Well, Clint, I appreciate you watching. Fails, just found your channel last week and I've been binging your content. Well, I appreciate that. If you have questions or anything, feel free to ask your questions in the chat. I do try and answer, as much as I can during my streams and everything. I want you guys to learn how to play the game and understand it the best that I can explain it to you. Corey, you promised me a rockin' good time, then make me save a random lady. Worst trick ever for a honeydew list. Build a house. I'm going to need it. I got to build another house. I got to bring another person into the village. Didn't I just bring somebody else into the village? Doggone it. Night's Outdoor Adventure. Hello. Glad you could make it. Corey got my back. I appreciate it. Alrighty, let's see. Let's head. Where are we going? We're going over here. We gotta head over to Baranica and save this gal so we can make the wife happy and get back to business. Knights just downloaded the game from Xbox Game Pass a few days ago. Well, good deal. Welcome to the community. Let's see. I need to go... Let's go this way. Since I'm kind of coming in the back door here. I got to check those traps. I'm really close to hitting that level 10 on the hunting. So I'm going to have to check those maybe after talking to this person. Where's she at? Go through the barn. Which one are you? I'm assuming it's this gal, the one that everybody's fussing at here. Georgina? Dinah, good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Just here for some distraction. Well, I hope we can distract you well. Corey, you got it off of Game Pass as well? Yeah, I see a lot of people saying they get it off of Game Pass. Oh, but you bought it like a year ago during early access. Okay, nice. Can you shoot the bow from horseback? I don't know. I don't know that I've ever tried that. We can try that here in a little bit. Dan, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Fails, even if it wasn't free on Game Pass, I would have bought it. It's such an excellent game. Absolutely. I still think it's an excellent game for the price. Clint, at what length do you have your seasons? I feel 3 days is too short. I have mine set at 5 currently, but I am sleeping on day 3 because I don't necessarily need the additional 2 days that I have set. But if you're new to the game, 3 days can definitely feel like it's a rush. What you can do, you can set the game. Let me show you real quick. So if you go into your customized game settings, you can scroll down to here to where it says length of season, and then it has days in parentheses. You can see I've got mine set at 5. Now this only takes place after your next season change, so just keep that in mind. It's not an instantaneous change. You can change that to whatever you want, up to 30 days. I set mine at 5, and then like I said, I sleep on day 3. So if you go to a bed, you'll have the option after spending 3 days in your season to where you have the option to sleep the season away or sleep the night. So there's a lot of people that set their stuff at like 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 days, and then they just sleep when they've got all of the stuff they feel like they need to have done for the season. Then they sleep and then move on to the next season. So it's really nice that you can do that. So if you wanted to, you can set it at 30 days. Not that I would ever personally ever spend 30 days in a season, because then that just lengthens everything way out. And kind of the whole objective right now is to get your son to 18 so you can play as your heir, because that's kind of, I guess it could be considered the end game goal, even though the game continues and you'll eventually be able to play as your grandson and great grandson and so on and so forth. The game just keeps going like that. But you can set this setting at whatever you want. But yeah, if you feel that 3 days is too short, which I think it is for first timers. When I first started the game during early access, I believe I played my first season 1 on 3 days. I'm not even sure if we were able to change the days at that point. I think 3 days might have been it, and they might have been preset. You know, I'll have to go back and maybe look at those videos or something. But I played my first seasons on 3 days. But once they added the length of days up to like 30 or whatever, I did increase it a little bit, but it wasn't until later when they added the ability to sleep the season away in your bed. So that was a huge feature that they entered into the game, which was awesome. Of course, I kind of got off on a little tangent there. All right, let's talk to Georgina real quick here. Let's see. Do we know each other? I'm sorry, we don't. I just heard that there was some commotion in here. Can I help you with anything? Oh, you're the first nice person I've met in this blasted valley. Believe me, there's plenty more. What seems to be the problem? Well, I'm the rightful owner of this land, but those damned buffoons not only built their village here, they refuse to leave. What makes you believe that this land is yours? It's not a matter of belief, it's a fact. I have a deed of ownership right here. And where did you acquire it from? I came from a distant realm, and one of the very respectable gentlemen prepared this document when we made the deal. The deal? When I bought the land, of course, but nobody here seems to listen to me or even believe my words when I'm literally holding the proof in my hand. Oh my, I'm terribly sorry. I appreciate it, but could you try to convince them instead. That's not what I'm sorry about. I'm sorry that you've been deceived. Deceived by the not so respectable after all gentleman. The document is fake. How could you know? You didn't even look at it. I don't need to. The law in this valley doesn't work like that. All unoccupied land is free for taking. The only kind of payment is the king's taxes. I can't believe it. I spent all my life savings for a worthless piece of paper. Again, I'm really sorry. I feel like a joke. I have wanted to leave my hometown ever since I was a little girl. I dreamt about running my own farm. I always had green fingers, you know. And now, when I arrived at the most stunning valley with the most fertile soil and all of it free for the taking, I don't have a single coin to my name to build any of it. The world is a cruel place for idiots like me. Then join me in my settlement. Or I believe in you and your success. I really do. It just seems that you have to wait a bit longer for it. All right, obviously we're going to have her join the settlement. I've got to go and build her a house. Are you serious? You barely know me. I've heard enough. You're passionate, brave, and driven. Besides, I'm always in need of a good specialist. In my valley, you could be in charge of the farms just like you wanted. That sounds amazing. You're a lifesaver. Oh, how glad I am to have met you. So is that a yes? Yes, of course. Splendid. Welcome to the family then. There we go. Okay. Now, I've got crap on my screen. Got to go build a house. Let's see. So she's clearly a farmer. So I need to go build her a house over at the farm village. I don't have a house over there, do I? Hang on. Go to management. Let's go to houses. Do I have a house that is empty? No. Who's in this house? The innkeeper. Where is he? No, that's a woman. And this house? Astrid. Now that was the last one I brought into the village. From a quest. No, I don't have another one. I don't think I have one that's empty. Come on, scroll up. There we go. People. Yeah, I don't have one that's empty. Okay, so I've got to go build her a house. Let's just take Haas and head on over there. Let me catch up on chat here. I've seen it buzzing by. Baby. Yeah, the people just left. Yeah, when she's sitting there talking about that deed and everything, they all just like, well, we're out. Randy, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Andrew, as well. Hope you're doing well. Greetings from Canada. Greetings from Tennessee. Good deal. Okay. Let's head over to the farming village and see if I can figure out where to put a house for this gal. I need another new villager, like I need another hole in my head. I got so many. I've got, let me see here. I need to do this. All right, so we've got 101 workers. And I've got a population of 199. So literally half my population is kids. This is a good example of don't grow your village fast. I've said it many, many times before. Take your time in this game, and there's no need to grow fast. Only bring people into your village as needed. Put them together only when you're ready for them to, for the wife to be out of work for 2 years. And actually be prepared for her to be out of work for 4 years if you have them in a larger house. So that way you can minimize your population boom. So having building just the small house with 3 beds in it helps with that, because obviously they're not going, your villagers aren't going to have more children than there are beds in the house. Do I want to put the, yeah, I'll put this one down here. Might have room for one more house after this. Okay, let's go here, here, here. Let's see. Get it lined up with this house. And then go over. That should be good. Let's do an F5 in case I don't like that placement. Place that there. I think that'll probably be fine. And then I might, if I have to build another house, I might have one more room for one more here, because I don't really want to go beyond that fence. I could probably squeeze one more in there. Okay, let's get the hammer out. Get that there. Now I've got a bunch of materials on me. I've got unlimited weight turned on just because I've been building a lot of stuff, trying to finish fences and things like that in all these different villages that I have. Let's see. Let me catch up on. I see some chat that I missed here. The Knights. When do you recommend bring in your first villager? The quest is pretty much going to do that for you. If you're following the story quests, that's going to kind of do that for you. The one thing I do recommend that you kind of do before you get the quest. Man, I did that and did not mean to do that. Okay. Can I destroy? Yeah, I just want to destroy that. All right. Let me answer some of these questions first, and then we'll do that house. Bringing in your first villager. If you're following the story quests, the main story, it's going to have you start bringing villagers in, but you can bring villagers in whenever you're able to build them a house and have them a workspace, because they're going to want a place to live. They're going to want a profession, something to do, a job, and you're going to need to be able to at least assign them something to do in that job. And then you're also going to need, you should have a food storage. Otherwise, you're going to have to put food in their house storage on a regular basis. So I recommend at least getting the food storage up before you start bringing other villagers in. But one thing I would recommend is start wooing a wife. That way you can actually have your heir, because it's going to take you 18 years for you to be able to play as him. And if you're playing on 5 or 7 or 10 day seasons, then 18 years is going to take you a little bit. But yeah, I've got, fails. I've got over 100 workers. Dan, wow, I've been gone a while. Kids learn from his mistakes. That's right. Absolutely. I grew this series. I grew very fast. I intended to grow very fast because I didn't intend for this series to go much beyond me playing as my heir. This is going to be the first time since the game came out 2 years ago that I'll have actually been able to play as my heir, because I haven't gotten far enough into the game for my son to be old enough for me to play as him. before I had to start a new series because of updates during the early access. So Season 5, I started Season 5 when the game came out of early access, when it came out with version 1.0. Because I knew after 1.0, any of the updates that were coming were not going to break the game. As to where during early access, there were some updates that were kind of breaking the game to where you kind of had to start over a little bit. So that's why I have rushed this, because I wanted to get certain things done. I wanted to have multiple villages. I wanted to reach the build limit, which I plan on still reaching that. I'm at 119 buildings now. 20? Yeah, I'm at 120 buildings. I'm still going to add, I'm probably going to add a couple of workstations and a few more houses. So that way I do have places for some of these people to go as they start getting of age. But I've only got, where's it at? I've only got 2 more years before Lambert, my son, is old enough for me to switch over and play as him. I've got all of the achievements except the one to play as your heir. And I have all of my skills to level 10 except hunting. As you can see, we are very close to getting that. So we're really close to actually bringing Season 5 to a close. And then I will start a new series of Medieval Dynasty after that. I do have something planned, but I don't want to reveal too much right now. But for new players or even players coming back, I don't recommend trying to rush the game. Take your time, learn the game, set up your villages, tear them down, move them, find the perfect spot. Don't be afraid to move your village. I mean, even though it may seem like a really big undertaking, the whole part of the fun of this game is the building and trying to make it work and working with the environment that you have around and challenging yourself in those aspects. I mean, I did 5 villages around the map. So I've got the one in the north by the mine. I've got my farming village here at the split in the river. I've got my lumberjack village down here by the lake south of Denica. I've got my hunting and fishing village over here by this big lake. And then I have my animal village down here south of Hornica as well. And each one of them have a kind of a specific job, so to say. So I can't just go to one village and do everything. Like I can't go to my farming village and do blacksmithing. I can't go to my lumberjack village and do mining. So every village has its little purpose and stuff. But as far as new players or even returning players, take your time. It's a whole lot more fun if you take your time and just play the game rather than try to rush. There's no end game boss. There's no level 80 that you have to get to before the game is fun. The whole fun of this game is getting to later game to where you can kind of relax a little bit. You can start decorating houses and all of that good stuff. Alrighty, so I need to go and set this house up. So we've got the wood door. Wood. Let's see, I think it's this roof here. Change all of this stuff. I'm sitting here talking. This poor gal's just probably standing by a fire somewhere going, where's my house? Get that going there. And we got wood in the center on the back with a window. Window, wood. These are going to be wall and stone. Wall and stone. This is going to be stone, and the top is going to be wattle, it looks like. So we're going to leave that wattle. Let's see, we've got stone window here, and stone window here. We've got stone wall, and that top one should be left wattle. There we go. All right, now let's go through. Oh, I might have to go get some planks. I don't think I've got planks on me. I think I just used them all. I don't have any planks on me. Let's run down to the resource storage and see if I have planks. Otherwise, I may have to go out to the lumberjack village and make some planks. You're going to be at your own funeral. See, nothing on the floor in here. Are there any planks in here? Oh, there's a few planks in here. Okay, I'll take some of those. I don't want to take them all because they're making buckets and stuff. Dan, you're at 750 hours played, still never made it past year 12. Of course, most of that was because of all of the updates with early access, right? Yeah, so I started out season 1, and then I ended up making a new game, season 2, and I started doing season 2 with personal challenges because you really didn't have the difficulty settings and things like that you have now in the game. So my season 2, I set challenges for myself to play the game as, and those challenges ended up getting broken. So then I started season 3. There were like there was a major update that had come out during season 2, and I had to start over on season 3. In season 3, I did do a challenge again, but it was a little more mild, so hopefully that the updates wouldn't break the challenge. And unfortunately I was wrong, and season 3 was kind of cut short. Now I say cut short, I think each of those seasons probably have 40 or 50 videos in them. And it was a lot of fun to do both of those. But after season 3, I decided to not do challenges again, and just utilize what was being offered in the game settings. And then, of course, we had season 4 to get us through to the full release of the game, which was, what was that, last September. Then I started a whole fresh game when we hit full release version. And that's where we're at now. Oh, I can't, okay. Pull that out while I'm hammering. Let's see. Yeah, Melody, you can actually take it down to 1 day per season. And there's actually select the achievement to where you have to have no clothes on for the winter. It's, in a lot of cases, it's easier to get that achievement done if you create a custom game and just make it a 1 day season and then get to the winter season. And then obviously take off, you know, all of your clothes and stuff like that. The autumn, the night before, you change it over to winter, because you can't take your clothes off once you're in winter. The achievement will not trigger at that point. But you also want to make sure to save before you go into winter. Either make a save or a quick save or something like that, because sometimes Steam does not recognize that you've completed that achievement, and you'll have to redo it. And it is definitely on the Steam side. The devs have verified it. It's just a problematic thing. But that's how I ended up getting the no clothes during the winter. I did try it twice during my Season 5 playthrough, which took me a while because you have to go the entire season. So if you have 5-day seasons, you have to go 5 days. If you have 10-day seasons, you have to go 10 days. But if you have a 1-day season, you only have to go 1 day. So it's a whole lot easier to get that that achievement by doing a custom 1-day season. Let's see. Find people. There she is. Put her in there. Now we have to give her a job. What do we want to put her into? And she is farming. Where is this barn? It is here. We can probably put her in here. Where's she at? Mr. Regina. How come Will Truda doesn't have a job? I gotta put her back in a job. Let's get this gal. Let's make her a farmer as well. And I saw that other gal had no job. Where's she at? There she is. Okay. Here. Now, where are you supposed to be? Okay, so her husband is a farmer, so chances are she's supposed to be a farmer. Yeah, farming 7. So we'll put her in this barn as well. We'll make her a barn worker. Do I have that barn? What do I have that barn set up to do? Yeah, fertilizer. Okay, so we'll make her a barn worker so she can do fertilizer. There we go. Alright. Well, I'm going to sleep in this gal's house. She's not even in here. Sleep the night. So as far as the clothes for that that achievement, what am I trying to do? Go to inventory. You should be able to click on the clothes here. You want this category empty. You do not want to be wearing anything. And what I suggest is putting all of these items in your house storage so there's absolutely no mistake that you don't have anything on. I know the first time that I did it, I ended up leaving my backpacks on because I didn't consider my backpacks to be clothes, but they are considered clothes. So you want to take your pack off and your pouch off along with any other clothes you have on and just throw them in your house storage. That way they're not even in your inventory. And you want to do that the last night of autumn before you sleep into winter. If you sleep into winter and then take your clothes off, it's not going to count. Melody, one day season would be hard to get everything done. You only have to get to winter. You technically don't have to do anything. If you're just making a little custom game just to get that achievement done, you really don't have to do anything, but you do need a house because you're going to basically want to just stand in the house next to your fire for that season. So get to the point to where you can build a house during the spring and summer and autumn. And then you could literally just sleep, take all your clothes off in autumn, sleep to winter, and then light the fire in the house and just stand in the house, go make a sandwich or coffee and thumb through Facebook or something just to waste the time. And then when you sleep again, make it into the spring again, you should have the achievement. So just make sure that you either make you a hard save or a quick save before you sleep into the winter season. That way you have a reference point to go back to if Steam does not recognize that you have gotten the achievement. Catching up on some of the chat here. Lenita, good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Melody, thanks for the tips. You're welcome. I don't have a problem at all sharing any of that. That's why I'm here. Alrighty, so I was breezing through some of the chat. Looks like Corey and Dinah were talking about some computer stuff there. Alrighty, so we've got her house built. Let's see, do I have insulation on me? Is that her? Yep, that's Georgina there. Let's do some insulation. Let's go ahead and get that done because I've got to do it anyway, and I've got the stuff on me. And then we got to go back and talk to the wife. You guys are all sitting there talking computers and everything. I actually am working on saving my money again because I just spent about $1,500 on new tires on my truck, which were desperately needed because my other ones were practically bald. But I'm in the process of saving money because I'm wanting to upgrade or build a new computer. And then my boys are going to get this computer, which is kind of becoming outdated, at least some of the parts. I can tell that my computer seems to struggle some when I'm playing a game and streaming, whether it's here on YouTube or whether it's streaming in Discord or whatever. Because I stream almost every evening in Discord for whatever game I'm playing. Lately I've been playing Generation Zero, at least for the last week or something. It was on sale. It was on sale last week, earlier this week actually. I think the sale ended on the 2nd or something. Alrighty, we got her house done. She's got a job, so she's happy. Where's Haas? Where you at, buddy? There you are. Alright, let's head back over and see the wife. Corey, you got 41 villagers. Alright. Running into stuff, trying to read chat. Let's see. Nas, any recommendation on how to manage large amounts of villagers? As long as you are taking in the villagers slowly, and then of course you assign them a house, a job, and give them assignments in their job, and then it's just a matter of making sure that they've got food and water, and then, occasionally maybe putting decorations in their house and stuff like that. But once you have them set in a job and everything, it's just a matter of making sure they got food and water and materials for their job, materials and tools. Let's go speak to my wife and then we'll come back and check the traps. I see a lot of people worried about villager mood coming through. Let's see, where's she at? She's headed off to work. Is her right up here? I think this is her here. All right, Bernadetta. And crisis averted. I am ready for all the love. It is. What was it about? Lady was claiming that the land Baranica lies on was hers, but it turned out somebody had tricked her. It's all good now, though. How is it good now? What did you do? Well, I informed her about her mistake and asked her to join our settlement. You did, really? Of course. She was in trouble and I... Shut up. Excuse me? Shut up and take your shirt off. Okay. You don't have to tell me twice. She wipes her brow. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's awesome. All right, back to work. Alrighty, dirty deeds are done. Now, I was going to go and check those traps. Oh, that was hilarious. Ken, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Gavin, yeah, it was hilarious. They've added a lot of humor into the dialogue, because a lot of the dialogue, there was some humor in it, but I think a lot of the humor that they added early on during early access was, I guess I could call it regional humor. So it was humor that would really only be known to somebody who is from that particular area where the developers and stuff are located. Which for me, they're overseas. I can't remember exactly where right now, and I'm sure somebody will post in the chat. But I think they started kind of trying to generalize the humor to where it fits across different cultures, which is really nice. I like that, because I like the fact that they add that humor into the game. All right, let's go up and check these traps. Let's see. Go behind this building here. Now, it was brought to my attention. I'm sure it was brought to my attention for a second or third time, but it's fresh on my mind. That's why I'm going to mention it. If you're trying to get your hunting skill to 10, you definitely want to work towards getting, let's see, you want to get the skill Trapping Master. You want to try and get 3 of 3 in Trapping Master, because it increases the amount of traps that you can have. Now, I've been putting out these little traps here, and somebody had made a comment on a video of mine just the other day, that's why it's fresh in my mind, that I forgot about putting out fish traps. And they were right. And I'm sure somebody had already mentioned that there's fish traps too. But I didn't. I didn't put them out. I forgot about it or whatever, which is, you know, me. But you can put out 18 of these traps, and then you can also put out 18 fishing traps as well. So technically, if you don't like hunting at all, the only time you have to hunt is for a quest, and then the rest of the time you can actually just set up these traps and do it that way if you wanted to. Why is that? Oh, bird trap. I thought I was getting the rabbit trap. So I went through and I did set up fishing traps, but I put them over in the fishing village. I think once these all break, I'm going to move all of these rabbit, bird, and rat trap over to the hunting village, because it makes more sense that they're over there than being over here. I mean, granted, I put them here just because it's easy for me to get to. Oops. Set that. Oh, set. There we go. Hit the button too many times. Melody, you might be right. It might be Poland. I'm not 100% sure. I just know they're across the pond. Set. There we go. Anna, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Listening while you work. Well, good. Well, don't let us bother you too much. We'll try and be quiet a little bit. that trap. Get all of these done, and then we'll head over to the fishing village, and I'll show you those traps over there. Okay, that one broke. How am I doing on skill points? Man, I'm so close. What is that? 121 points is all I need? Oh, you're yelling at me to drink. You're right. I need a drink. I probably need to fill up my thing, too. Let's go to here. Let's go to here. Oh, yeah. There. Take 3 drinks of that. We'll eat that. And we'll go down here and fill up my bucket. I'm horrible about watching my drink and stuff like that. Oh, I drink. Oh, no, I want to craft. There we go. Drink. Chug, chug, chug. Thank you. The one time we need you to read the chat. Right? I need a bell or something. Ding, 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 ding. Okie dokie. Now, let's call Haas. No, let's not turn off the HUD. Let's call the horse. There we go. Let's head over to the hunting village and check those traps over there. See how many points we get from that. I'd really like to hit that level 10 just to get that done. Now, I already have the achievement for reaching Master of Hunting, Master in Hunting, I think it's called. Let's do this. We're gonna take the medieval Uber here over to Gustovia. Let's go. And I should have stayed on the horse for that, because you can take the horse with you on the Uber. If you just stay on the horse and talk to the wagoneer, when you reach your destination, you'll still be on your horse. Coming through. Watch out. Where am I going? Am I lost? I have headed off into the Tules. Here we go. I didn't stay on the road. There we go. Now we're back on track. Alrighty. Now, I've been adding a little bit to this village here. You can see I've added in this little stone wall. Let me get into first person here. I've added in this stone wall coming down to the tavern area here. Kind of enclosed this little sitting area with the stone wall. Now granted, they have 2 entrances into here. And then kind of took this stone wall around. Back up through the industrial sector, I guess. This is like the hunting lodge and the food storage and resource storage and the herbalist hut. But get back out of first person. I did put those traps, those fishing traps, all right here. Now granted, the traps look to be the same size, but this is the small trap, the medium trap, and the large trap. You can see the little fishies are actually in them. Oh, look at that. So it's small fish, and then these look to be a little bit bigger, and okay, so it's the size of the fish it catches. Okay. See, I've never really used the fishing nets, mainly because they take the thread, and I'm using thread for lighting. We're getting here, what do we got? 3 out of that. Looks like we're getting 3 out of each one. Yep, that's good. We got 4 out of that one. we getting out of these? So it looks like 3 or 4 out of those other. We got 2 out of that one, but we got perch. Now the perch can be broken down into fish meat, like the roach and stuff. So pretty neat. I've never really done a whole lot of fishing in the game. I haven't done any with the nets. This is the first time I've done it with the nets. I've done a little bit with the spear, but most of the time I've always just gone out hunting game. But you can see we get a lot of traps in here with that Master of Hunting skill. I think that's what it was called, right? Trapping Master. Yeah, Trapping Master. So it increases your trap limit by 5. So you can add 6 traps of each trap type. Yeah, fishing is kind of new for me as well. I haven't done a whole lot with it. Now, the fishing traps and stuff are not necessarily an early game commodity, again, because they take the thread. Yeah, so like this one here, it takes 6 linen thread just to make 1 trap. And I have 6 traps, so that's, you know, what is that? 6 times 6, 32. So there's 32 thread to make 6 of those traps. And then this one here requires 9 thread, linen thread, and this one requires 12 thread. So they're thread heavy for sure. So if you're going to be doing, you know, like if you're going to have, let's say you're just going to do fishing for your villages and stuff like that instead of going out and hunting meat, then you're definitely going to want to have some large flax fields. That way you have a lot of thread coming in, because again, just like all the other traps, they lose condition. You can see these are now at 66%, so I think I'll get 2 more uses out of these before I'll have to replace them. And then that way you have the thread for the fishing traps, unless you're going to go out using the hunting spear, which fishing with the hunting spear, it's easy enough. All you got to do is find a school of fish and pretty much just throw the spear at the school, and you're going to hit something for the most part. But the little fishing traps, these are neat. For sure, I would say mid-game, because by mid-game, and I say mid-game, somewhere between 5 and 10 years, you're probably going to have your crops set up well enough to where if you're focusing on flax crops, then you're going to have plenty of thread. And I just have my sewing hut constantly making thread. That's all they make is thread for the linen and the wool. I don't have them making fabric. I make fabric as I need it. Matter of fact, I think I need fabric for a couple of buildings to be repaired, because I was setting the builder's hut to do the repairs, but I was missing linen fabric for those. I need 8 linen fabric, and I don't have any fabric on hand. So I have to head over to my sewing hut, which is over in my farming village, and make thread, or make fabric, linen fabric. Don't forget to try and shoot from the horse. Okay, well, let's see if we can even equip. Yeah, so I cannot equip my crossbow. So the answer to shooting from the horse is a no. Did your first net. Nice. Bigger net, bigger fish. Yes. Yeah, I wasn't sure whether the larger the net was more fish or just larger fish, but it's clearly just larger fish. Corey, you got 2 10 by 10 fields and jumpstart your thread. Good. Yeah, my fields, I can kind of show you from this map. So this field here, this is my orchard. But this is the only 16 by 16 field that I have now. Half of the field is rye, the other half is oat to make animal feed. And then I have my other fields, which I believe are wheat and flax. Those are the only things that I'm doing. Because my villagers are living off of flatbread, which I'm making the flour and stuff at the windmill. So if you're planning on feeding your people flatbread, definitely get the windmill. It's the most effective way, especially to feed a large community. Yes, Dan. When your villagers make items, they gain XP, 1 for their skill points and 2 for the technology points. Villagers do not contribute experience points towards your personal skills. Only Rasimir can do that. Make lots of smaller things rather than the larger things. I haven't fully tested that, but for me, it's just easier to make the smaller stuff. You make a lot of it at once, especially if you have fast crafting turned on. Or have them making have the villagers making smaller items. That way they're making more of them faster. And they can gain the experience points a little bit quicker than if they're making larger items that takes them longer to do. Let's see, I need linen fabric, and I think I needed 8. 8. Go. Go. Now I should be able to go put these in here. I had 22 linen fabric already on me. Okay. Let's at least put 8 in there. Then we should be able to tell this guy to do that. There we go. Now he's repairing those. Okay, so now he's going to repair those stalls. Perfect. Make 203. No, I don't want to do that because I'm still using the thread. The whole reason I had the thread on me is because I'm making torches and stuff for the houses. Matter of fact, I'm noticing I don't have torches in front of these houses. And you need thread to make these torches. Thread and fabric, actually. Nope. Wrong one. This, that. If you're putting torches on your house or next to your house, I like to put them on the right side of the door, because if the door swings outward and you have the torch on the left, sometimes the door will get stuck on the torch and it'll be open all the time. Did somebody go in or out that door? Because that door just... That was a ghost door. There's nobody in here. and nobody came out the door. That door literally, I turned around and that door had just started swinging. We got ghosts. Go. I think I have one more house over here that I got to put insulation on as well. And then I might kind of need to fix this entrance up. I don't like all these bushes right there. Yeah, there's a house over here I didn't insulate yet. Well, it looks like I got fencing that I haven't done either. That's something else I gotta go make some more planks for fencing. Let's get the hammer out. Add insulation. You tell them to repair. Yes, your builder's hut, that's their whole thing, but you have to assign them each season the buildings you want them to repair. My goodness, boy, you are swinging that hammer quick. I don't know that I've ever seen him do the hammering that fast. You like it when the doors are blocked open in the summer? Yeah, I can understand that. That's nice. Getting the bow at the waterfalls in the beginning is a game changer. It is absolutely a game changer. It definitely helps in the early game because it gives you some nice power and stuff when having to kill some of the animals. Go. And let's get a torch out. Come on, there we go. That right there. Let's go over here. I don't think I've got torches in front of any of these houses. Matter of fact, I know I don't. But do I need a torch? That lamp is awful close. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. I've been doing it on all the other houses. Should do it on these. Nope. Been trying to get everything, all the fencing and stuff done, lighting up. That way I can kind of start decorating some of these houses before the end of the season as well, at the insides and stuff. Now, I've been adding some lights to the inside, or lights to some of the houses on the inside. There we go. Because what I'm going to do is, for the end of the series here, I'm going to share this game save. That way, at least PC players can download the game save and walk through my game, basically, and see all the different stuff that, you know, maybe is missed on streams and stuff. Unfortunately, the game saves are not compatible. My game saves are not compatible with console. So if you are a console player, I've had a lot of... Oh, what am I out of? Oh, I'm out of linen fabric. Okay, I'm going to make a little bit more fabric. I've had a lot of console players visiting my 4,000 coins first day video, which is... Now it's primarily for PC. And they're trying to get all of the same locations, but they can't download the game save, which I provided. So there I have the video that I made, man, it might have been almost a year ago now, which it's still relevant. My 2,000 coins first day video, which focuses on making the stone knives and making coin that way first off. That way you can buy your first weapon, or even steal the first weapon from the hunting shed over in Tukey. Okay, let's see. Let's make 40 fabric. Or 40, there we go. That'll be fine. Tony, good to see you. Finally didn't miss you live, although I'm sure I'm late. Not too bad. We're about an hour and a half into the stream. I've probably got I'm going to try and go another 30 minutes if I can. Stomach hasn't been churning too much. For those of you that have missed it in the beginning, I'm kind of having some stomach issues today, but I've been safe so far. All right, I got torches there, got torches there. Go back through and finish putting torches in front of these houses. There. I don't have anything in front of those buildings there. Did I get all of these houses done? I think I did. Yeah, you can see I've got gates set up for those houses there, but I don't have the fence done yet. Sleep the night. I think what I'm going to do, I've seen a lot of people doing the stone wall along the waterway. I think I'm going to do that for behind these houses. Let's see, where's that gal's house? I'm going to sleep in that new gal's house. She's got some empty beds. That way we can make it daylight and it's easy for everybody to see. It's like every time I start working on a village, she's in that bed over there. We'll just take this one over here in the corner. You don't steal, you acquire the bow. And let me do the quotes here. I know you can't see me doing it, but just borrowed it, that's all. Alrighty, sleep the day. Don't tell the wife, though. Right? I slept in a different bed. Alrighty, now let's do this. So, let's see if we can actually do this. Question is, can I take it from here? Right there? They're gonna let me do it? Okay, that's not bad. Down a little bit farther. That way we can try to keep the contour of the shore a little bit. Not a huge contour, but there is a little. I've seen this on some of the Facebook posts, people sharing their villages and stuff. I thought this was a cool looking idea. I probably could have put this down a little bit farther. But I wanted to line it up with that bridge. Make sure I'm not going too far. More houses. This is my last house. We'll just go a little bit past it, I think. That should be good. Now, should I just take this up? No, 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 no. No, not that one. I should do this. Here. And take this up. The road kind of like this, right? Well, I'm on the road. There we go. Like that. Okay. You face this other way, so I'm facing that other. Let's do an F5 real quick in case I don't like that placement. Go, pull my hammer out. like that. And then we can put lanterns on the outside of this, lined up with that wall there. I think I might remove that and just put a torch there, and then we can put another one over here. Turn that around and do that. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then we can bring the fencing all the way up to here. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Corey, you got lucky in your game, found 2 longbow, which you used till you could craft a recurve, and still have 1 longbow at 33%, and hunting is level 7. All from bow hunting and trapping. Good. Now, the longbow, I've always liked the longbow. Now, the recurve bow definitely has its place, mainly because it's quicker. But I played with the longbow for quite a while. Matter of fact, I played with the longbow up until Season 5. Season 5 is when I first started really using the crossbow on a regular basis. I think the longbow takes a little bit more skill, especially when you're trying to keep a long distance between you and the target, especially like your Wisent and bear and wolf. Because you have to, with the longbow, you really have to account for the drop. Yeah, a lot of the Facebook Villages posts are really amazing. Absolutely, Corey. Dana, got the missing bow quest from the woman in Tukey the day after I acquired, quotes, the bow. Told her I couldn't help her because I needed it. She probably saw you acquire it. That's why she was telling you she needed it. Okay, let's see here. We're going to do this fence here. There. Then tree is going to be right in the way of that one, but I think that's going to be okay. Let's go back here and do this. There. I might even move those gates. No, I've got those set way off the road, so I'm going to keep it this way. Here, we'll just go to the tree. Now, can I place this other one? Is there enough room for me to place? Here. Go green? No, it's not going to go green. I'm going to have to move that gate. Just ever so slightly, I think. Oh, it's so close. Alright, we're going to have to move that gate. Back to building, go to the fence. Turn green. Turn green. Green, green, green. Right there. Green. There we go. Trying to keep it lined up with the front door as best I can. Shoot, now I don't remember what gate I put. What is that? Okay. Gate, this one. Where do I have that facing? Which side is this side? Okay. So I'm going to have to do it this way. And you're going to be standing in my way, aren't you? I have a gate in your gut, honey. Should be good. Now, whoops. I like the way you do the gates now, to where you can place a section and it stays connected. Let's see, do I want to do this all one straight piece? No, I don't. So, kind of like the road. So I'm trying to follow the road a little bit. That. There we go. Follow the road a little bit. But I like how you place a piece and you can still continue placing the fencing, rather than placing a section and then a little section and then have to redo it. Really nice. Green. Run down here. How is that going to look if we do straight? Because it's kind of a straight run. I don't think that looks too bad. Now, let's take this one. You guys are probably yelling at me that I need a drink. I just happened to look at it. Let's do that. This. There. And there. Alright. Take a drink of water. And I'm do I have any food left? I may not have any food on me. Oh yeah, I do. Got one flatbread. Got all that fish meat too. Go over here and throw that stuff in the food storage. Now I don't have my fishing hut people. I don't have them breaking the fish down like the perch and the pike and stuff. I would have to do that myself. Meat in there. And let's find a flatbread. There we go. Flatbread. Let's take a little bit of that. There we go. Malapod Gamer, nice to see you. Enjoy your series of Empyrean. Ooh, Empyrean. It's been a little bit since I played that. Had the game, never played it. Your series got me to try it. Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah, I ended up stopping my Empyrean series kind of abruptly because the game, there was some things in the game that were extremely frustrating to me. And not necessarily just playing the game, but for video wise, recording and stuff, I was running into bugs and stuff a lot, and it was frustrating. And when I get frustrated, it doesn't make for, in my mind, good video. It's because all I'm doing is fussing and complaining and things like that. And it's like, I mean, to hear that some is one thing, but to hear it all the time is kind of off-putting. And I'm like, I've just got to stop doing Empyrean for a while. And then not too long after I stopped doing my videos for Empyrean, they came out with a huge update. But I have not been back because I got a really bad taste in my mouth because of it. Because of the issues that I was having and everything. I may go back to it at some point. I thought it was a neat concept on the game. I liked the building block aspect of it. The quests were okay. The space exploration is mediocre, or was. I don't know what the new update has brought. Granted, I played a little bit of No Man's Sky since I played Empyrean, which obviously space exploration in No Man's Sky is leaps and bounds better than Empyrean, but you can't build your ships in No Man's Sky as to where you can in Empyrean, and I think it's a pretty neat thing. So Empyrean, as far as the building goes, it's very similar to Space Engineers, which I played for a while myself. I even have a Space Engineers server, but it's been inactive for months. I just haven't stopped paying for it, thinking I might go back to it or something, but I haven't. And I'm not even sure that Space Engineers is really being updated. I haven't seen that they've had an update in quite a while. So it seems like Space Engineers is more of a game that, I mean, the base game is nice. It's okay. But it seems like Space Engineers, you almost have to do modded play on it for it to be really interesting. But unlike Medieval Dynasty, you don't need mods on Medieval Dynasty. I personally like playing the vanilla of a game. I've never really been big on playing modded games, even when I was playing 7 Days to Die. Now, I've been curious about playing, Darkness Falls. I've been curious about playing that in 7 Days to Die. I just haven't done it. But then there was the sale this last week, that the Halloween sale or whatever that Steam was having. So I ended up picking up Generation Zero, and I've started playing that this week, and I'm having a lot of fun with that. Alright, let's go back here. Let's see if we can maybe finish this on a round. Let's see. Go green. There we go. Green. There we go. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Lena, I caught the flu the day after your last live stream. That's what I get for acquiring the bow and Tukey. I don't know. I don't know that the bow and Tukey had anything to do with you getting the flu, but we'll say okay. I feel like I'm getting too far off the river now. Let's bring this to here. Michael, greetings from Scotland. Not long bought this game. Can use all the help and tips I can get. Dana, you're right. I do try and share as many tips as I can. You can ask what you want on stream. I'll try and answer what I can. I have a playlist, tips and tricks playlist. I did not do that right. Dadgummit. That's not going to look right. Nope. Not going to look right. I got to come at this bridge a little bit different. I got to destroy all of this. Wish there was an option like I could hold shift and destroy like the whole line I just placed. Alright, let's try and go back to that. Because this little, I've been trying to tuck it in, tuck the little wall right in here. But this one's like way off the water. Maybe I'll tuck it in behind on this one, since we're getting ways off the water. Can I? Yeah, we'll do that. That go there. I need to reach here. Let's go There. There. And then we'll connect this to there. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah, it's a little bit better. All right, let's go back to building. Alrighty. See if we can place this one back here. Why are you not? What's the problem? Why is that going that way up? I want to go down. Okay. Let's see what's going on. There's something right here. Doesn't want me placing. Dang it. Doggone it. Come on. I think it's just... I think I might have to go down just a hair farther, I think. Okay. I'm gonna have to do that. I can't tuck it in like I wanted to right there because there's something almost right where my hammer is. Come on. What's the problem now? Don't. Okay. Alright, we're just going to do that, and then we'll continue from there. Try and stay at like the grass line a little bit, I think. Oh, now it's getting harder to see the grass. Let's come off of this a little bit. There we go. Try and keep track of where I'm at. Very impressive village. Makes mine look like a slum. I don't know about that now. And I'm not super great at building. All right, let's just take this one over to here, I think. Make these a little bit longer. Be good. Come down to here. A little curvy curve. How far do we got to go? We still got another couple of houses to go here. Just take your time with the game. Build, demolish, rebuild, demolish. You'll eventually find you know, something that you like. Your building style. Just experiment. You know, like I don't build my houses as far as I feel the way the game intends. I mix and match. I think I'm going to take this up just to this curve, maybe just past this curve. Where is... I may have to delete some of those because there's my fence. Okay. Then I'm going to want to bring another fence, like from here, down to the river. Keep that lined up. Yeah, see, I'm going to have to change that. There. Now let's go back. Let's delete some of this because I took it too far. delete a couple of these. Go back to building. Back to the fence and stone. We're going to line this up, turn green, and we're going to bring that right to the edge of that. There we go. Then come over here and continue this palisade here. The log fence from the road. Why is that not? Why is that red? Obstacles are blocking the building site. What is blocking the building site? Back. Okay, well that didn't turn red at all. So, figure this out. So that place is there, but it stays red almost right off the bat. Yes, okay. Let's back it up a little bit. Like that. Okay, there we go. And down to there. There we go. That's good. Then we can actually kind of like fence this little thing here in. I don't know what I'm going to do here. But like we could fence that in down to this sign if we wanted to. I don't know. I don't know if I want to fence this little corner in or not, or just run a fence. Because I'm going to be running a fence in front of the houses anyway. Like I did on the other side. Yeah, it was the road that was not allowing me because I was placing it, but the road was curved. So once I started doing the palisade, it was too wide. The palisade was too wide. Yes, Gavin, the fence building is so much nicer now that you can continue on placing the fencing. That way you can kind of get those curved fencings and stuff looking really nice without those big gaps between, you know, the sections and stuff. Michael, do you have a lot of farms? I've got a few. So when I originally started these farms, this was one 16 by 16 plot, and then I had a 16 by 16 plot here, one over in the corner straight ahead. This one is my only 16 by 16 crop that is left. Half of it is oat, half of it is rye for animal feed, and then I had a 16 by 16 crop here as well, and then I had one here. Now this one, I ended up deleting this one altogether. And then all of these other ones are now 4 7 by 7 crops. So that's a 7 by 7, that's a 7 by 7, so on and so forth. And then the 3 back here across the front are 4 7 by 7s as well. And I did 4 7 by 7s because they fit nicely in the 16 by 16 plot area. And then there's just this little crisscross walkway in between them. You can kind of see the little darker areas of the fields. But I did flax and wheat along here. Almost made it over that second fence. Because that's all I'm really using. So the flax for the linen thread, and then the wheat for my flatbread. And then I have the windmill here, which is making the flour for all of my flatbread. And if you're planning on using the flatbread, I would suggest doing the windmill for sure. Where's the little signpost? There it is. And I've got them making the flour times 20. So each time they make flour, they're making 20 flour. And it only requires, to make 20 flour, it only requires 5 wheat grain. So this is the most efficient way to get your villagers into eating flatbread. And I've got a lot of villagers. So I've got a population right now of 199 people. They're all living off of flatbread, and the windmill is making that flatbread. One windmill. I think I did the math. I think it was like 120 wheat grain is making enough flatbread to feed my 200 people. Yeah, Dana, I started too close to the road. I had to back it off the road a little bit to get that fence going. But we are on the evening of day 3, and it's going to be about time for me to sleep the season. I'm going to head back to my village. I'm going to take a bath. I know I don't have the little dirty sign, but sometimes what I have noticed, going from autumn into winter, I don't know that I've noticed it any other season, but going from autumn, if you are dirty in autumn and you sleep the season, your face visibly looks dirty all winter long. You can't wash and clear it. And it's some kind of a little bug in the game. I've mentioned it a couple times over the last year or something to the devs, but I don't know, it hasn't been addressed yet that I can tell. But I don't know that it happens during any of the other season changes, but it's always a good practice to try and go and at least wash off and everything before season change. That way you don't have dirty face. Eventually, I think I'm going to take this road out and connect it to the other road north. Here's the wash tub. Interesting, the wash tub looks empty. Oh, okay, you can barely... There's a little reflection there. You can see the reflection on the top of the water. But you can barely see the water line in there at night. That's funny. Alrighty, let's head up to the house. Reading chat again, missed my turn. Yes, Michael, I actually have 5 different villages around the map. This one that I'm in now is my mining village. The one we were at is my farming village. Let me open the map up real quick. So this is my mining village up north. We're right next to a mine. That's my farming village where we were just at. I have a logging village right there south of Denica. I also have an animal village just southwest of Hornica, and then I have a fishing and hunting village over east of Gustovia here. Alrighty, let's go up here. And we're going to do a quick save because I'm going to at least try and get a quest or maybe the Herald to pop. So what you do is you quick save. You see it there in the top left in the window there. Quick save before you sleep the season away. And then you can click the bed and you get the option to sleep the season or sleep the day. So I'm going to sleep the season right now. Well, that took a little bit of time. And no quests from the family and nothing. No Herald. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick reload. So F9 if you're on PC. And I'm going to reload back before I slept the season away. And I'll try this maybe 1 or 2 more times to see if we can get something to pop. I like to have like a family quest or the Herald. Because those are the only real quests that I'm concerned about now. this late in the game, because I don't need to recruit more people, really. I don't even need to recruit the people that I've gotten from the quests. There we go. Sleep the next season. But you can do this at any season change, and early on I recommend doing this. That way you get as many quests, little side quests, from the different villages. So like you see, Baranica has one, Balranica has one, Borowu, Gustovia don't have any, Denica, Lesnica doesn't have any, Rolnica doesn't have any, and Hornica has one. So we literally have 3 available side quests from the towns, and then I have 2 in my own village. I would, if this was early game, I would recommend reloading to where you have, I always recommend trying to get at least 6 side quests a season. And then if you're taking longer day seasons, that way you have time to get all of the side quests done, because that's where you're going to get a lot of your XP from and a lot of your reputation. And you need reputation to be able to recruit more villagers into your village. If your reputation isn't high enough, they're going to tell you they can't join your village at this time. So that's a little thing that you could do, F5 or quick save before you sleep the season away, and then once you reach the new season, check to see how many side quests you have. If you've got less than like 5 side quests, I would reload and redo your season change. I didn't have the Herald, did I? No. And my Herald may not pop up. It's going to be, no, I'm reloading. There we go. My Herald may not pop up because he was in my game the season before last. So once he leaves, his timer restarts again. And I believe each season he has a 10% chance to spawn in your season, in your valley. And it'll continue to accumulate each season he doesn't arrive. So like if he didn't arrive this season, the next season it would be 20% and then 30% chance, so on and so forth, until he actually pops. Once he pops and he's available in your season, the very next season his timer starts over again. All right, we're going to sleep the night, or sleep the season one more time. I don't want to keep doing this on stream because we're already at that 2-hour mark anyway. And I can do this off stream. Okay, well, I didn't get the Herald, and that's fine. I've got building and stuff I'm going to do anyway between streams. Now, as far as my stream next week, I'm not sure again what day. This is the busy season for my business because I run a home service business in real life. And that's why my schedule has been really kind of hectic, because I've been trying to stream on like Mondays and Tuesdays, but unfortunately streamed on a Friday today. I say unfortunately, it's really not that unfortunate. I'm glad I was able to stream this week. Colin, first time you caught me live. I appreciate you joining us. What's your best thoughts on what crops to grow on your farm? I can tell you what I'm growing, and everybody's crops are going to be different as to what's best for them. It's what you want to do in the game, what you want to accomplish. Some people want to make all of the like the end game meals and stuff, which requires a lot of fruit and vegetables and things like that. In that case, you're going to be doing fruits and vegetables. But for me, I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on just getting them food. So for me, I'm doing wheat for the flatbread. I'm doing flax for the linen thread. I'm doing rye and oat for the animal feed to make sure that my animals have food. Those are the crops that I'm personally doing. Because it meets the function just of what I need. Because right now I'm focused on finishing my, kind of the fencing and building in my villages and stuff like that. And I'm not necessarily worried about making the meals and stuff. But it all depends on what you're wanting to do in the game. And if you're new to the game, I suggest kind of experimenting, kind of what you want to do. Now, when I first started my season 5, I think I made a crop for almost every crop available. And then I broke it down from there and changed and went back to flax and wheat and the oat and the rye. But that's what I'm doing. But yeah, I think we're going to call this a stream. I was surprised I made it all the way through without having to take an emergency potty break. So hopefully my stomach issues are somewhat resolved. But I appreciate it. As far as next week, if you're not part of my Discord or my following me on Twitter or anything like that, I suggest doing that. At least Discord. I'm on Discord a lot, and I make announcements there for what's going on the next week and when I'm planning on streaming again, and all of that. So I don't know what my days look like next week yet. After this stream, I've probably got about 25 phone calls to make to schedule people for service and stuff like that. So trying to make it through the winter season. This Saturday is my youngest boy's final football game. They're having their Super Bowl game this Saturday. They've gone undefeated the entire season, and now they're playing a different division. They have 2 divisions out here that of teams and stuff. So they're playing that this Saturday, which is going to be exciting. And then next week, I'm going to start sharing my links in the chat here real quick while I'm talking. But next week is that going to send? Hang on. Yeah, there it goes. Good. Took it a minute. But next week, I'm going to try to stream early in the week if I can. But I'm at least going to try and stream once, just every week. Now, as I get into the early part of next year, shoot, what did I just do? Undo that. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I was messing up my links there for a second. Send that. So hopefully I can stream again next week. I'm going to try to. I am working on my schedule for next year, my personal schedule, to hopefully where I can try and set a day, so I can try and keep a stream schedule or even an upload schedule. I know I haven't uploaded anything in a couple of months, just because it's a little bit much for me right now with my business and trying to stream at least once a week. But I'm wanting to get back into making some more guides, updating some of the older guides, maybe consolidating some of the guides, do like some ultimate guides kind of a thing. So hopefully I can get that going in the first part of next year and everything. But I appreciate everybody for joining me today. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and we will see you folks in the next one. You take care and happy hunting.